Hi all, today I'm going to show you how to make peanut butter at home using your own soaked peanuts. These are Valencia peanuts that have been soaked for a minimum of 12 hours up to 24 hours. Mine were about 24 hours because I sort of forgot about them. And after being soaked, I transferred them over to this little baby, and this is my Excalibur dehydrator. So what I did was, once they were soaked, I just, sorry about that, I just spread them all out on a tray here, and I put them in the dehydrator at about 110, 120 degrees, and then they're ready within, it takes about 12 hours for them to dehydrate. So now these are my dry peanuts, and they have just been roasting in the oven on my little baking sheet. They roasted for about 10 minutes. I took them out and shook them around once. I was at 350 degrees. So now they're nice and toasty and delicious. So what I'm doing now is I'm loading them all up into the container for my food processor. And once they're all in here, I'm going to take this over to my food processor, and I'm going to show you how I make these into soaked peanut butter. Very nourishing, very delicious, very easy. So I've just got all these peanuts in there. It's probably, I would say, about 3 to 4 cups of roasted peanuts. And here's what I'm going to do. This is so amazingly easy. And loud. Okay, here are the peanuts crushed up. This is after about 45 seconds or something like that. So you can see that they're getting all ground up, but they do not look like peanut butter yet. So put the lid back on, and we're going to keep going. Okay, now this is after about 2 minutes. So stuff is starting to kind of stick up on the sides here and sticking down on the bottom there, but still not looking like peanut butter. What we're waiting for is for the natural oils in the peanuts to start to be released, and when that happens, you will see that it begins to turn into sort of a ball, and it goes around the food processor on its own. So we're gonna put the lid back on and let it work its magic and see what happens after about another minute. Okay, now I did open it up once more and sort of push everything down again on the sides since you last looked, but now you can see what's happening is it's starting to sort of clump together down at the bottom, and I'm going to turn it on again for another minute. This is at about 4 minutes now. I'm going to turn it on for another minute, and then I'll show you again, and you'll see that it is really starting to look like peanut butter at that point. After one more minute, now you can see that it is actually starting to get a bit more like peanut butter, but it's still, it could be a little bit sort of softer, runnier for my taste anyways. So I'm just going to stick it back on for one more minute. Now it is really looking like peanut butter. You can see that it's much more gooey and creamy like we want it to be. So let me shake my finger off there and lick it because it's good. I'm just adding a little sprinkle of, this is Himalayan sea salt. You don't need to add anything to it. I like to just give it a little bit of sea salt. You could even add a little bit of sweetener or something too, but it is absolutely not necessary because it tastes good just the way it is. I'm just going to run it to mix that sea salt in, and then I will show you my finished product. And after about 5 minutes of blending or grinding, our peanut butter is completely done. So here's the, trying to find the right angle here. There's a little look at it. It's smooth and creamy. It's not completely smooth, but you could blend it or grind it longer if you wanted to make it even smoother. But that is what mine looks like.